"Do you want to stay tonight?" his boss asked. A single dad's joke changed everything. The silence in the office felt heavier than the rain pounding against the windows outside. Ethan Carter stood alone, staring at the glowing city skyline, wondering how many more nights he could survive like this. His phone buzzed with another message from his 8-year-old daughter, asking when he was coming home. Before he could answer, his boss quietly walked into the room and asked one unexpected question that would change both of their lives forever. "Do you want to stay tonight?" What sounded like an ordinary offer became the beginning of a story no one in that building could have imagined. Before we begin, if you believe that kindness and second chances can change lives, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to our channel, Shadow of Kindness. Your support helps us continue sharing stories that remind the world compassion still exists. Ethan had never imagined his life would look like this. Just 5 years earlier, he had been living what many people called the perfect dream: a loving wife, a newborn daughter, and a promising career in one of the city's largest financial firms. But dreams can disappear in a single moment. His wife passed away unexpectedly after a sudden illness, leaving Ethan with a tiny baby and a mountain of grief. Overnight, he became both mother and father, while trying desperately to keep food on the table and a roof over their heads. Every morning started before sunrise. Ethan prepared breakfast, packed school lunches, braided his daughter's hair after watching countless online tutorials, and rushed across town to drop her at school before fighting traffic to reach work. Every evening was another race against time to pick her up before the daycare closed. Life became an endless cycle of responsibilities, with almost no time to breathe. His coworkers admired his dedication, but few understood how exhausted he truly was. Many evenings he skipped dinner so his daughter could have a better meal. He quietly ignored overdue bills, hoping another paycheck would somehow stretch far enough. Yet no matter how difficult life became, Ethan never allowed his daughter to see his fear. Around her he smiled. Around her he laughed. Around her he became the strongest version of himself. His boss, Olivia Bennett, was known throughout the company for being strict, professional, and emotionally distant. Employees respected her, but rarely felt comfortable around her. She expected excellence from everyone, and never mixed business with personal matters. Ethan assumed she barely noticed him beyond his performance reports. One rainy evening, a major project fell behind schedule because several team members had called in sick. Everyone else left as the hours grew later, but Ethan remained, determined to finish his portion before heading home. He kept checking the time, knowing his elderly neighbor was watching his daughter for a few extra hours. As Olivia walked through the nearly empty office, she noticed Ethan rubbing his tired eyes while staring at spreadsheets that refused to balance. She casually asked if he wanted to stay the night. Since the weather was terrible, and there was still work to finish, most people would have politely declined. Instead, Ethan forced a tired smile and made a joke. He laughed softly and said that staying at the office actually sounded more relaxing than going home. Because at least, the office didn't ask him to build blanket forts, solve third-grade math homework, cook dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets, and fight invisible monsters hiding under the bed before midnight. For a brief second, Olivia laughed. Then she noticed something else. His eyes weren't laughing. Behind the joke lived a level of exhaustion that words couldn't hide. For the first time, she asked him about his family. Ethan spoke honestly. He shared how every single day felt like climbing a mountain while carrying someone he loved more than himself. He admitted he often felt guilty for working too much, and guilty for not working enough. He confessed he hadn't taken a vacation in 4 years because every extra dollar went toward his daughter's future. Olivia listened in complete silence. That conversation stayed with her long after she returned home. The next morning, she quietly reviewed Ethan's employment file. His performance ratings were exceptional. His attendance was nearly perfect despite raising a child alone. His colleagues consistently described him as dependable, positive, and willing to help others. She realized something painful. The company had rewarded profits many times, but it had overlooked quiet courage. A week later, Ethan was unexpectedly called into her office. His heart pounded as he feared layoffs or criticism. Instead, Olivia handed him a new employment agreement. His position had been upgraded to a flexible leadership role with a significant salary increase. He would be allowed to work remotely several days each week, receive additional paid family leave, and help develop new workplace policies, supporting single parents and caregivers. Ethan could barely speak. He wasn't being rewarded because people pitied him. He was being recognized because his resilience had inspired someone powerful enough to make real change. News of the new policies spread throughout the company. Employees who had quietly struggled with caring for elderly parents, disabled spouses, or young children suddenly found understanding instead of judgment. Productivity increased, but something even more valuable happened. People started looking out for one another. Months later, the office culture felt completely different. Coworkers volunteered to help each other. Managers asked about employees as human beings instead of simply reviewing deadlines. Small acts of kindness slowly transformed into something much bigger than anyone expected. One afternoon, Ethan's daughter visited the office after school. She proudly handed Olivia a handmade drawing, showing 3 people holding hands beneath a bright yellow sun. Across